4. Is this all making sense?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, now, we were talking about these lines here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how they divide the music up into groups of
4.
4, good. These lines are called bar lines. Say that.
Bar line.
Bar lines. And so almost all music is going to be divided up into sections
A bar line.
of defined by bar lines. And you're always going to have 4 beats, or sometimes you could only have 2, or sometimes you could have 3,
Or
or sometimes you could have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So, if we look at the beginning of a piece of music, we're going to see 2 numbers. See all of these? Okay? If we look at some others, if we go forward, we'll find different ones.
Like
Let's
harder.
see. No, not harder. They're just different. Look, here, look. What do you see there?
3,
3, 4. Okay, so a lot of music is written in 4/4, and the top number tells you how many beats there are going to be in a measure. So, if you can imagine these as being sections of a candy bar. Okay?
Yummy.
Yummy. So, this top number tells us how many peanuts are in each section of the candy bar.
We know I got peanuts at school.
Well, that's okay. We're talking about imaginary peanuts. So, what's this number?
4.
4, right?
So you have 4 peanuts in it.
4 peanuts in each measure. So, these little sections that we have divided the music up into are called measures. Say that.
Measures.
Okay, so measures are divided up by...
4.
Okay, good, but what are the little lines called? What do we call them?
Rod.
No.
Bar line.
Bar lines, remember? So, we have
4
bar lines
lines.
dividing the music up into sections called...
4.
Okay, sections, what are they called though?
Sections.
Measures.
Measures.
Measures, okay? Bar lines, and the sections that they divide the music up into are called measures. Okay, so you can imagine that each measure is the part of a candy bar, and the top number here tells you...
How much chocolate's in it, or how
No,
many
not
peanuts.
chocolate. How many peanuts, or how many nuts, are in each section. So the top number here is what?
How many peanuts?
Oh, what's the number?
4.
4. So, 4 peanuts per section, right? Now the bottom number, have you guys done fractions in math?
No. Yeah, I have.
So if I write this fraction,
Okay, so
how do you read that?
we haven't read this in 1st grade for a long time.
Okay, so 1/4, right? What's another way of saying 1/4?
1/4.
What do you put in a candy machine to get the candy out?
Well, usually it
What's
takes
the name of the
quarter.
piece of money? A quarter, right?
A quarter.
So, a quarter is also the name of a note, right? So,
There's a quarter.
this bottom number tells us what kind of note is going to have 1 beat. Okay?
So 4 notes are going to have 1 beat. Well, it says.
4 notes, well, it's not really a 4 note, it's a quarter note, or a 1/4 note, right? Okay, so a quarter note gets 1 beat because this bottom number is a 4. Alright, so the top number tells you what?
How many peanuts or nuts you'll have in your candy bar?
Not in the candy bar, in the what?
In the
In
nut
the,
bar.
What are these things called?
Bar lines.
No, these are the bar lines. What are the sections in between
Measures.
called?
Measures.
Good. So, 4 beats, watch here, 4 beats per measure, and a quarter note gets 1 beat. Okay? Now, if this was 2/4, what would it mean?
It would mean
2 quarter notes, but the top number just tells you how many
nuts.
in
And
what? In each
measure.
good. So,
So
quarter
there's,
notes,
so there's 4 nuts in every measure.
yep, and a quarter note gets the beat. So a quarter note is your nut, right? So these black ones, there has to be 4 of these black ones in each measure. Now, if we count everything up, half note is worth
2.
2, and then we have 3, 4, and here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the end. It's not counting. What if we go, hold on, over here? What do we see here? We see notes.
Notes.
Yes.
Weird notes.
Oh, what are these?
I don't know. They're weird.
What do you think they are?
Squiggles.
Squiggles, yeah. Well, they're called rests.
Rest.
Mm-hmm.
You can take like a little rest.
Exactly. You can take a little rest. And they're there to tell you to not play anything during those beats. So here we still have 4, 4, which means what?
1.
Okay, the top number means what? How many?
How many nuts or peanuts you'll have in
each
measure.
In each measure. Good. All right, so that top number means there's going to be 4. So there has to be 4 in each measure. See how these measures are dividing up the line of music?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha.
So
Then we're done.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so how many beats do these little squiggly things take up each?
0.
No. They have to take up a certain beat,
2.
right? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So do the
1.
math. They have to take up 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Or else it wouldn't work.
exactly. It all has to be mathematical. So, 1 and 2, and then we have the 3 and the 4. And so what kind of rest do you think this is? If this is a quarter note, then this should be a...
Rest.
What kind of rest?
A stop everything rest.
Well, yeah. But if we call this a quarter note, we should call this a
Rest.
quarter rest.
So you can
Ah.
rest right
Look up here, we have a whole rest right there.
No.
And that takes up the whole measure for the top side. Okay?
So,
Does that make sense?
and it keeps on going on and then.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can go all the way to the end of the piece just counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what kind of note is this?
It's a half note.
Half note, good. And what kind of note was this?
Whole note.
Whole note. How many beats does it get?
4.
4. And how many beats does a half note get?
2.
2. Good job. Okay, now you know all about notes and how the rhythms work.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Alright, Ethan, hop off.
Okay.
Have a seat over here. We're going to do a little bit of ear training stuff, and then we'll get you all by yourself. Okay, you ready? Okay, close your eyes. Actually, hold on. Open your eyes. Play middle C.
We'll see. Okay.
Now remember that. Remember that sound. Play it one more time. Hold it down for a little longer. Hum it to yourself. Good job. Alright, now close your eyes nice and tight. Here's your new note. Is it higher or lower than middle C?
Higher.
Higher. Try to find it. Okay, that's not it. Close your eyes one more time. Good job. Okay, here's a new one. Ready? Close your eyes. Is it lower or higher?
Lower.
It is. Good job. Okay, one more. Close your eyes. Is this one higher or lower?
Higher. Wait.
You think? Close your eyes and I'll play it again. Excellent job. Okay, try
Is
again.
that just luck?
Nope. Okay, let go of it. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, what I want you to do this week
notes down?
Try to get the notes down, but what I want you to do is I want you to try playing this little piece here, okay? So here we have the, what clef is this?
Treble clef.
Shh. Treble clef, what's this one called, Nadine?
Bass clef.
Bass clef, good. And this note is? Which name? You know it. It's in the middle of the piano.
Middle C.
Middle C, okay, so, see these numbers here?
Yes.
A 1 and a 3. 1 is your thumb, and then you have 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So, they're saying 1 goes on middle C. Does that make sense? And then you're just going to play the notes that they show here. When you get to the end, this is the left hand. See how the stems of the notes are going downwards?
Yes.
That means the left hand's going to play these notes, okay? So, both thumbs will go on middle C, and it'll sound like this. Watch along as I play. So, I'm going to count out the beats. Watch the music, not my hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that one got 2 beats?
Yeah.
Okay, and then keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to try playing through that every day so that when you come in next week, you can just go. Got it? Okay. Did you make me up a tune this week?
Yes.
Okay, let me hear it.
No, this is going to be my tune I always want to do.
Okay. Okay, one more time. Nope, put it so that there's no space. I don't want you lifting up. Does that make sense? Remember what we talked about? Like this. Okay, make it smooth. Work on making it. Remember how it was kind of hard to make each note right after the other one? I want you to work on that. Keep it slow, okay?